So we're gonna turn 304s into wives.
Let's stop.
Now,
That's my first idea.
Okay, she's gonna turn. Listen, all the brothers know don't turn a hoe into a housewife.
yeah, we know the
So
rules.
she's going against the grain.
Yes.
All right, but at least she's trying. At least she's thought about this and this is a solution. All brothers know this shit ain't gonna work. She's gonna teach her.
Now, this is what the video's about. Shout out to the lead. See, some of y'all may not know who this woman is.
I got my swag right, feeling crispy clean. Girl, I'm the flyest mother you've ever seen. So much money I can't.
Welcome back to the Hear Me Out podcast. Today we got a good one, right? But today I want to clear up a few things, right? See, I like to give people flowers, right? Now, before we get into this, subscribe to the channel. This is a brand new channel of mine. Like the video, share the video, turn on notifications. Now, this is no shot. This is no shot to anybody. I'm quite sure who I'm going to be speaking of today. Most of y'all in the manosphere, in the women that speak about the content that the men been talking about, I'm sure none of y'all are aware of this woman that I'm about to speak of. And no, I'm not saying just pearly things. I always tell you guys, I love just pearly things. The only reason why I've always given her a pass to talk about things in the manosphere is because she comes from the example that we all speak of. I tell you guys, she comes from a two-family household. She comes from a household where her father was masculine. Her mom was submissive. So she came from it. Though she has so many siblings and guy siblings, so she has a different perspective. And I genuinely believe in my heart that she's genuine. But I want to get into this because I want to react to the lead attorney. I love the lead attorney. The lead attorney, anytime I reach out to him, he responds. Like, I reply to his stories. Hey, brother, look at this. Check this out. This man is nothing short. I think the lead attorney is exactly what the manosphere always needed. Now, all I do on this channel is I bring you a real perspective. See, because a lot of what people are going through, they never really lived it, like in real life. So I get to really bring a side that most people don't understand. But I want to get into this video real fast, right? Because I want y'all to understand what I'm saying. Listen.
All the answers.
Of course, you don't have all the answers. We're just talking. We're having a conversation.
So I have a couple solutions. So I have a couple ideas.
I love it.
I'll tell you.
I want to hear the ideas.
Yeah, the first idea I have, I'm going to start a wife's.
Pearl actually has some ideas. I don't know if y'all caught this. Pearl has some fucking ideas. And do you know what he did? He stole them. He said, well, what are your thoughts on this? Or well, Pearl says, listen, is the system broken? Well, it was more fair back in the day. Why was it more fair? Well, you had no fault divorce.
Yeah, but I'd say before no fault divorce, it was more
fair use. I'm invoking my fair use. Listen.
More fair.
And, well, why else? Well, you had birth control.
I would also argue that birth control contributed.
Oh, yeah, that birth control thing.
Yeah.
I keep on forgetting the name of the birth control. Is it Envoyed or Envoyed in 1950s? I forgot the name.
Now, I want y'all to understand something. I've always told you guys, even in the last video that I did, speaking of Hafiz, I said, you could tell all Hafiz does, he looks up the information, tries to get like the specific, and tries to seem smart. I'm sorry, Hafiz, we've seen you from the jump, and this wasn't who you was. This isn't who you are. It's not authentic. Now, I want y'all guys to understand something, right? I always tell people, I've been around millionaires my entire life, pretty much. Shout out to Joe. It just happens that I have access to a lot of people of this caliber, but you could tell he's trying to elevate himself to another level. There's nothing wrong with that. I actually applaud him, but I think that he's going too far too fast, and it's showing. people are seeing the cracks in his game. And this is the reason why, like, Coach Greg ran circles around him, and I approve of it. You understand what I'm saying? But I always tell y'all, I like to find the opposite. Like when I showed you guys the interview with O'Shea and Coach Greg, and how O'Shea was able to give Coach Greg his credit, because I know that O'Shea don't like Coach Greg. So it was easy for me to go, I gotta give him credit because O'Shea doesn't like Coach Greg. I'm not saying he hates him as a person, but he's not a fan of his content. So for me to be able to discuss just that alone was huge. But let's go. See, and now Pearly thinks now the lead attorney, shout out to Lead. What the lead did here, which is cool. The lead gave credit to a woman she's speaking about man issues. Now, I've always told y'all, even on Instagram, when y'all start seeing women speaking on men's issues, y'all gonna know that it's real. But that's neither here nor there. I want to keep on going, because she starts saying things, and I want to be clear.
Name of the first birth control in 1950s, it changed the whole entire game.
And oh yeah, no fault divorce.
I love what you brought up because no fault divorce in 1970s changed everything.
See, in 1970, like he always tries to he always, hear me out. He's not speaking about new information. Hear me out. A lot of things here in the manosphere has already been spoken about 10 years ago, 15 years ago. What was it? What was the guy's name? Randolph? He was one of the originators. Tom Lykin was one of the originators. Patrice O'Neill. These guys been around way before the Kevin Samuels, the lead attorneys, the mediocre tutorials and reviews, and the poor man podcasters, and the Just Pearly things. Now, I'm going to get into the women in the manosphere, but hold on. Before I get there, I want to continue this.
She just said that. You didn't say that. She just said it. Right? Where's your stuff that you're not biting from her?
The first idea I have, I'm going to start a wife school.
I love it.
Yeah.
Now, we all content creators are biting from somebody. None of this information is original. I just want to be clear.
So we're going to turn 304s into wives.
Let's stop.
Now,
that's my first idea.
Okay, she's gonna turn. Listen, all the brothers know, don't turn a hoe into a housewife.
yeah, we know the rules.
So she's going against the grain.
Yes.
All right, but at least she's trying. At least she's thought about this, and this is a solution. All brothers know this shit ain't gonna work. She's gonna teach her.
Now, this is what the video is about. Shout out to the lead. See, some of y'all may not know who this woman is, but now I feel it's my due diligence. This is where I come into play, because a lot of people don't understand wife school has been going on for years outside of this country. Hear me out. I personally know women, Asian women. I know one German woman that she said, "Oh, they teach you." There's schools that you attend that show you what a man is expecting of you. There are schools. Hold on. But this lady right here.
But this means that he will probably be unable to talk about it. Women like to say, he left without a word. But men cannot speak with a woman when he has made a decision that he needs to pick himself up to continue to protect and provide. Because
now, y'all also heard Kevin Samuels before Just Pearly. Y'all also heard Kevin Samuels say, "Oh, wife school. But you ready? I've heard Kevin Samuels shout this woman out right here. He said there are already content creators who have spoken about wife school. You're looking at one. I've heard of this woman. You see, I'm subscribed. All my channels, because I know I have this Hear Me Out podcast. I have the True Hall of Fame builds. And then I have the Michael May Forever. All of my YouTube channels, I'm subscribed to her. Because I never know where I'm going to be logged in at. So I'm subscribed to her. This lady right here was one of the first women that ever spoke about wife school. Other countries already have wife school. This is not a new concept. Now, maybe here in the U.S., it'd be something. But remember, Kevin always said this. There are already wife schools. I know you guys are gonna remember this episode. Y'all gonna remember this episode when Kevin said to one lady, when he told her, he said, by the time you put in the work to become the woman that you gotta become to be in order to qualify to be a wife, 7 years already gone by. So then the lady was like, so then what's the purpose of me trying to be a wife? Kevin said, that's my point. That's my point. It's too late. For some of y'all, it's too late. Kevin already said this. But this woman here, we're going to give her flowers. Now, lead, I get it. Just Pearly, it sounds like a really good idea. But I just want y'all to understand, this woman here, Kevin's even shouted her out. This is one of the original women. This is one of the first women who ever, I'm going to give flowers. This is one of the first women right here who ever said, you have to learn how to talk in your feminine voice. When you talk to a man, hi, smile, do the handkerchief. She's been on here for 8 years. See, and this is one reason why I respected Kevin so much, because Kevin had no issues giving flowers. Kevin had no issues. Yo, look, X1, when I heard Kevin, Mrs. G, when Kevin shouted her out, I was like, I'm impressed, Kev. But and this is what Kevin always said, giving flowers. But and this is one of the reasons why when the whole thing happened with Kevin, you know what I'm saying, that he passed, when people would say, oh, he stole content, I've heard Kevin legitimately give credit. Now, every single episode, Kevin didn't have to come and give nobody no damn credit, but Kevin would give, yo, listen, you know, I overheard this person say this one time, XYZ. That's giving you your credit. That's giving you your, but y'all gonna stop pretending like this woman right here wasn't one of the original women to sit there and speak about that wife school. Just Pearly. It's a cool idea. I know a lot of y'all guys, it became popular when Kevin said it, but this is where it started. Kevin gave her flowers. So we can't sit there and pretend like Pearly things are starting. No, Pearly, it's cool. It is a good idea. But we're not gonna pretend. Like I said, Pearly, I like what you do. You do great content. I always big you up. I always show you love. I'm on my Instagram, Michael May Forever. I'm always showing love to media tutorials. I give everybody, Coach Greg, I give everybody their flowers. But we gotta cut the shit. We gotta give this lady her flowers. She was one of the first women that I've ever seen speak about these things. But you know what I'm saying? But let's continue talking. I want him to continue talking though.
Her with the neck tattoo. She's gonna teach her how to be a wife. Don't know if it's gonna work, but at least she's trying. At least she has ideas. All right, so she has an idea of a wife school.
Hey, let's go. I want more solutions. Keep it going.
Yeah, you want more solutions from her. You want more solutions from her. What are your solutions? What are this? Is anybody not almost enraged at this? He's like, yeah, keep going. Tell me all your solutions. Tell me all your solutions. Where are your solutions? You're the one that charges for solutions.
And I want to.
And here's the thing, right here. Time out. Here's the thing. Hear me out. The problem with, you know, I'm always being told, yo, stop giving your ideas out. Just execute them, execute them, execute them. Because you do have people like Hafiz, that Hafiz has a bigger platform. Hafiz has a huge platform. I'll be around Hafiz. He'll hear my ideas. The next day he'll go up there because he had a bigger platform. He'll say it, and then by the time I say it, oh, you got it from Hafiz. No. Hafiz got it from me. This is an issue. This is an issue. You have to watch out for this, because this right here is a serious issue. And this is the reason why the only reason why I found it extremely important for me to point out that whole wife school thing, because I want my flowers when y'all guys get an idea from me. I want my flowers. You know what I'm saying? And I'm always sitting here saying, look, I heard it from this person said this, and when I did my work, I realized that it was true. So I always give flowers. Mediocre tutorials, this dude, I always say, this dude actually pretty damn cool as hell. Like, this guy, I'm gonna butcher this thing. He's gonna give me a copyright strike just for saying his name wrong a million times. Right? The Coffee Podcast. I always give him his flowers. Why? Because this dude is actually really hilarious. Like, I think he brings a certain level of sarcasm to the manosphere. That's like he brings like a, it's like playful, it's light. It makes it a little lighthearted instead of how hard most of these guys go. But let's keep going.
To give you every tool possible to be able to have a healthy marriage, to be able to be a father who's present.
You're the one that charges men to give them solutions.
Me, I'm not a money guy. I'm not motivated by money. So therefore, the money, like
Commercial.
I'm
I know I don't restart.
We're family people.
I know I don't do retakes. So
hardworking people.
we're gonna ride it out the wave. We're gonna ride the wave out.
Country and different. Everyone knows me. I'm not a money guy. So you can have all the money. I have my brain.
But you got the 25-year-old white girl giving you all the game. Some of it's crazy game. Women shouldn't vote. But she has all these ideas. She has all these solutions. He has nothing. He has absolutely nothing. And he's sitting.
But I will say this. I applaud, though the lead may not know that the information was already out there. Do you not see what the lead just... Look at this title. Hafiz stealing all of Just Pearly Things ideas. How many of y'all will have the balls to sit there and give people their flowers while they alive? I don't see none of y'all do it. Now, but ready? Y'all want to know who y'all do it to? Oh, Andrew Tate. Oh, Kevin Samuels. Rich Boy Q. But the YouTubers that come out with the ideas, y'all don't do that. I don't do that. But let's keep going.
Sitting there all happy because she's giving him the game. Give me more solutions.
I want more solutions. Keep it going,
Yeah,
Pearly.
yeah.
I want more solutions. Keep it going.
Yo,
Yeah,
my man's
yeah.
editing
And
team
I
is
want to
crazy.
give you every tool possible to be able to have a healthy marriage, to be able to be a father who's present. Keep it going,
Yeah,
Pearly.
yeah.
That's probably what the people, the men in his group say. Oh, Hafiz, give me more solutions. And look what he's doing.
You said wife school.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, you know what we should do? We should bring in like wives from around the world that actually are married and are actually in those positions. And you could like go through different classes for like how to dress like a wife, how to cook like a wife, how to clean like a wife, like all the.
Well, and time out. Hear me out. I do want to say this. Bringing the whole women thing across the whole country, that's not going to work. But I will say this. There is a huge difference when you see how wives dress versus how girlfriends dress. There is a difference. I want to be clear. There is a huge, like, hear me out. I can look at a woman and go, that's a wife. I can look and see how she's dressing and go, that's a wife. And the thing is, I'm not saying just one outfit. I'm saying consistency. You could look at the consistency and how she chooses to present herself to the world, and you'll be able to tell. You'll be able to tell where she holds herself. You'll be able to tell. But listen, I want to stop it right here. Please, big shout out to Just Pearly Things. I love Pearly Things. The lead, I love the lead. But I wanted to give you guys some information that I don't want us to forget where we got the information from. You know what I'm saying? Kevin already shouted out Mrs. G. Big shout out to Mrs. G. I want to give her flowers. She is amazing. She's been speaking about femininity in this country and how women has lost that touch, their voice, she's been on fire for years. I should actually go subscribe to her channel too. But y'all already know what time it is. Michael May forever. The Hear Me Out podcast. Until next time, we out.